If you're stressed out or love back rubs, like me, you're going to love my guest today. Meet Jordan Friedman, the stress-busting coach who can help make your life healthier and happier. Jordan, you started a stress-busting program almost 20 years ago, before it was even in vogue. What moved you to do that?
I was really stressed when I was a kid. The largest brain tumor on record was discovered in my head when I was 10 years old, and I lost a lot of my vision as a result. But I didn't get the help and the support that I needed. I got a driver's license, and then I had a terrible car accident. I nearly flunked out of school because I didn't get the help I needed from teachers. And then when I finally got to college, I just crashed. And fortunately, a doctor recommended that I take some stress management classes that were available on campus. And honestly, if I hadn't had those stress management opportunities, I don't know that I would be here today talking with you. And I was bitten by the stress management bug and have never looked back.
And you did start a program on college campuses to bust stress almost 17 years ago. And I know that part of that program was back rubs for students. So I want to ask you, as a result of your work over the last almost 2 decades on campuses across the United States, how many back rubs have students received?
About 250,000.
250,000 back rubs. Why are back rubs so magical?
Well, they feel so good,
they do.
Right? We actually know more now about the science behind why back rubs feel so good. Can I touch you for
Please.
A minute? When I put my hand in a healthy way, I ask permission, I'm causing an oxytocin surge right now in your body.
Yeah.
And oxytocin is a hormone that's also known as the happiness hormone or the trust hormone. Mm-hmm. And when I touch you, it produces feelings of happiness and trust in you. And then when I sense that you trust me, I get happy and I get even more trusting of you. And the other thing that oxytocin does is that it reduces the amount of cortisol, which is the big stress hormone that we produce.
Yes. I'm totally sold on how touch helps us. But here's the problem. Touch is taboo in the workplace. So what can we do to reduce the cortisol levels in the workplace if we can't touch?
There are a million things we can do, but since we only have a short time here, I advise starting with something called Stress GPS, which is simply looking at where your stress is coming from. And make a list on a piece of paper or on your computer and write down your big stress sources. And then when you look at your piece of paper and you have something like money or your job or your boss or a colleague, break those big stress blobs down because they're too big for us to wrap our brains around and start to reduce. When we break our big stressors down into smaller pieces, we can be more successful at addressing them. And then when we're done one piece, we move to the next piece.
One. Yeah. We're talking a lot about how to reduce stress, but is there anything we can do to inoculate ourselves from stress?
Yes, there's something called stress counterbalances. These are activities. Really all you need is one a day. Something that you do each day that helps you buffer the stress that comes along from whatever source. So if I asked you over, what is your stress counterbalance? What do you need to do each day to buffer that stress?
Well, for starters, sleep 7 hours every day.
Yeah, and I would say the same exact thing. So it's important that you make that a priority. Make that 7 hours of sleep as important as brushing your teeth and feeding your kids, because it is that important. It helps us to prevent some of the impacts of stress, again, no matter where they're coming from.
Thank you, Jordan. I feel calmer already. Now I need to take a break so I can get a back rub. Did you like this vlog? Yes? Then please share it, like it, post it, tweet it, or simply put your comments in the section below. I'm ORA Executive Coach. Power up your leadership presence.